Actually, he's off. All right, we're ready to go.
All right.
This is all you, brother. I'm gonna play it once you do like the intro and shit.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Wrestling Podcast. This is the Wrestling Ring. I'm here with my good buddy
Ace Williams.
I'm Deadly Dave, and today we're gonna do something a little different.
Well, we've done it before, but it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little special episode. We're gonna watch the first episode of AEW.
What? All Elite I'm excited.
It's a little Dy-No-Mite.
I can't. All right, that's a silly fucking name, right?
It is.
But it works.
Yeah.
It works, because it's on what station?
TNT.
Exactly.
Yeah.
TNT, Dynamite.
And it's kind of going with the Nitro, WCW.
Exactly,
Nitro,
it plays homage to that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. I've seen some spoilers or,
yeah,
whatever you want to call them.
One thing I wanted to say before is Hacksaw Jim Duggan is out of the hospital and home.
Video.
Saw the video, so he's doing well. That's a good thing.
And if anybody's wondering why I have a pumpkin little jacket on,
a skull shirt.
It's October the 6th.
5th, 6th, something like that.
It's October.
They'll run together now.
Right.
So.
They cross the streams is what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's a bad idea. Ghostbusters 3. That's what happens when you cross the streams. You get Ghostbusters 2016. But no, it's October, and Halloween is my absolute favorite time of year, so I will be wearing this every episode of October minus the Halloween special. I will be doing something a little special, brother.
Everybody will be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I might do the black and white.
Ooh, little Hollywood?
I might. It would be a little surprise. But yeah, I'm just going to wear this because it's classy.
Yeah, it's classy.
And I am the classiest guy you probably will ever meet.
Who the fuck told you that?
On with the show. So yeah, we're going to get started with AEW Dy-No-Mite!
That might have to be the title.
I have to turn the volume down because we don't want to get sued.
Yeah, because we don't want this taken down off of YouTube or anything like that, so...
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. If Heroes Hideout, since we're watching AEW, Heroes Hideout in Colony Center Mall.
Yep.
November 23rd is having Cody Rhodes.
And Brandy
Rhodes for meet and greets, which is going to be fantabulous. I would personally love to go and meet them again.
Yeah, Cody's really cool.
One of the most nicest guys ever.
Yep.
And he's the type of guy, I think we could say, hey, we watched your episode on our podcast. He'd think that's cool.
Yeah. And
I bet he would do something weird. And I would hope. I don't know. I'm so optimistic that they love hearing that shit.
I'm sure he'd like publicity any kind he can get.
Right.
So,
when we met Arn Anderson, I talked to him for a few minutes about it. That was kind of cool. But just... pretty sweet, and then maybe we can ask him permission. Hey, can we do it without getting sued? Can we be your sponsors?
Yeah, right.
But anyways, on with the show.
On with the show.
It is turned down though, so we don't get sued.
I really like this opening. I thought it's nice to see a show that actually does an opening video now.
Well, I see Raw's got a video now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they just came back. It's got You're gonna hate me, world. Whoever's out there watching it. Who the fuck is the band? I can't even think of who it is. Like, it's a rock band, like something, not Slipknot or anything like that.
Yeah, because Slipknot does the one for,
but it's like a band like that. It's like straight, I'm like, really? I'm going to borrow this flash drive and watch this again with the sound on at some point, if that's cool.
Yeah.
But here we are, opening it up to the AEW arena. Look at that!
Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith in the front row.
That's pretty fantastic. That shows a little bit of, celebrity help, in my opinion. That's cool.
This is a packed house too. That's pretty cool to see.
Where are they?
I think they're in DC.
Okay, look at the lineup, folks, of announcer. You can't look, but we can.
Tony Schiavone, good old JR, and Excalibur.
I'm not the biggest Excalibur fan. Has Tony always looked that small? He looks tiny.
He does. I think a lot of times it's because you had Dusty Rhodes too, so you didn't.
Baby, you talk about my name as the AEW wrestling. My son's the blonde highlight. I love him wrestling. Woo,
I don't know what it is. JR just looks confused.
It's called a stroke, Dave. They happen to do that. Why is he called Pac?
That was his name before he was in WWE. I don't get.
When I look at him, I do not get a name of Pac.
No, I don't either.
And it bothers me that his name is Pac. Like, this is one of the ones I saw the results too.
Yeah.
Rio versus Nyla Rose. I'm a big Nyla Rose fan.
Yeah, I think she's really good.
Just from her in AEW, I've only ever seen her.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be that guy.
Ugh.
Look at this. Look at Chris Jericho with the belt. Just look at him.
Probably have a little bit of bubbly with him.
He's the fucking best wrestler in the world right now.
And I really like that they have the new LAX. They signed the new LAX.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick because they just left TNA like a month ago.
Yeah. But I really don't care for Kenny Omega, so... Ooh, a little promo video with Cody running with his dog.
Look how awesome he is. He just oozes excellence. Who did they used to say that about?
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. They used to say it about the Horsemen, but...
Ew.
Tony Schiavone looking fucking weird, but...
What is this?
Sammy Guevara?
I don't know much about him other than he's like a highlight reel.
He was in Lucha Underground.
I didn't
That
like
I
that.
do know.
I didn't like that.
But it's cool that they're doing vignettes on their first episode. I like that. Not just relying on the internet buzz and
Well,
stuff.
I keep forgetting. This is on TV.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm so used to watching them as pay-per-views, if that's fair enough to be able to say, to now know this was just on TV this past Wednesday.
Yeah. And it's amazing with... They don't really have a lot of big names.
No,
you would
they
think that a company
don't.
would have a lot more big names than this to get on national TV, but...
That's why I like that they went to Jericho to make him the champ, because now you have all these young guys that nobody's ever heard of that's going to beat Chris Jericho for the title.
Yep.
You're not going to get this guy here, oh, he's our first ever AEW champion, and then have Chris Jericho come in like 2 months later and squash him and then be like, well, yeah, he was still our first, but Jericho kind of... I feel like if MJF beat Jericho for the title, that would give him so much more credit.
And plus, that company has so many baby faces, them chasing MJF would be a really good idea. So, yeah. Cody against Sammy Guevara, that's really cool. And I like that they're doing storylines, but they're not sticking to them really long term.
You don't see Cody wrestling the same guy twice.
Yeah.
He's really going all over the place.
And I think with him being part of the management, that's a good thing. You know, not always being in the top spot is a good
I think a lot of people might assume that.
Yeah.
That, like, the Bucks, Omega, and him were going to be Triple H.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like, oh, well, they're going to be right in the mainstream.
I mean, you know that the Bucks are going to be, you know,
the
front
tag,
center all the time, but, yeah.
She needs way more work in the ring, though, I won't lie.
Oh, Brandy? Yeah. She really does. But, I mean, it's not as an elaborate entrance as WWE, and I think that's a good thing. They've still got the video screens and stuff, but it's not as overwhelming as the WWE screen.
It makes me think of TNA. Like, look at that's a motherfucker. That's an arena you can build in an actual WWE game. The whole setup of the top and everything.
With the two screens and
with the centerpiece and everything.
But I like that they've got pyro. It does have such a WCW feel with the pyro and all that stuff. I think that's really cool.
WWE just went back to doing pyro. Not even kidding you. Not even kidding you.
I have no desire to watch it. Like, I just don't.
I catch, if there's like, oh, that looks like it's cool, and then you watch like 5 minutes of it. Like when I saw the Hogan Flair thing.
Yep.
I'm like, really? Okay. And then, right in the middle of the ring, they're coming up with the feud, right?
Yep.
Of, oh, it's my team versus your team, brother. And then all of a sudden, after they say that, the teams are made up and the teams are running out.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay.
And it's
so
all for a Saudi Arabia pay-per-view.
It's just garbage.
Yep.
I really don't enjoy it.
I mean, I think I'm 3 months behind on it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just whatever.
But it really is cool to see a company on national TV. I feel bad for Impact because they always had such a good product and they never really got... I mean, they got Spike TV, but they never got anything like this where it's a household name brand, network. And I love how fired up Cody is to be part of this company. Like, he's just...
He should be. He's live on his own company's first ever TV show. Like, that's amazing.
And even not hearing the sound, you can still feel the energy in the
building.
building.
Yeah, you can. Like, look how hard his nipples are. I mean, did I say him? I said her.
She's looking good, though.
Oh, always.
Yep. And they've got, like, the terrible towels with the AEW logo on them. I think that's really cool, too. And it sucks that he can't use his full name. he's got to feel like horrible that he can't, that he signed that away and that he can't. She can, but he can't, which is really weird.
I don't know if I would just be Cody. I would come out with something else.
Yeah. Do Cody Runnels. I mean,
that's exactly what I was just thinking.
But I don't know about this Sammy Guevara guy. I mean, he's good in the ring, but he has no character to me.
Right, like, I don't... How can you... See, that's like the thing. I get the idea, like, of you think you're the best ever and stuff, but to label it best ever, and I've never fucking heard of you, really.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I'm somebody that, I need to hear about these wrestlers to make them, But it's like, come on. You're calling yourself the best ever. You come out as a panda, and there's no relevance to either of it.
Yep. And the only thing you've done is, like, 6-man tags so far. And
right,
stuff,
high spots.
Yep. The one good thing that they do is they use the internet to their advantage to build up these guys and get them a following, with people that have access to it. So at least that's a good thing. And they've done those pay-per-views and special events, so
right.
To get the name out there. And
yeah, they've had like the 4 plus the Ring of Honor one, so 5 pay-per-views pretty much.
Yep. And I like that.
Wow, Vince fears ratings. I haven't seen that sign in a long time.
Yep.
And I like that they do kind of it's kind of being labeled the Wednesday Night Wars.
Yeah.
And
it really is because they're pushing NXT like crazy to go against this. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I see fucking Finn Balor's back in NXT.
Yep, and Ciampa just came back too, so. Good old-fashioned side headlock to start the match.
Oh, it's a Greco-Roman side headlock?
Greco-Roman side headlock, yep. Tackle, drop down, leapfrog.
Greco-Roman. He fucked that up. He's not the best ever.
It's like they're trying to do Savage Steamboat.
Yeah, pretty much. Just go for everything so quick. Yep. Cody Rhodes looking like Jeff Jarrett. Right? Kind of looks like him from behind.
Yeah. The only thing is it's lit just like a WWE show. I think
with those lightings in the back.
I think it would have been better if they'd just done the straight white light, regular lighting instead of doing, the colors just like WWE does.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
You don't see a lot of WWE shirts in the crowd too, so that's a cool thing.
They told them they can't come in. You see that same fat ass though in the green shirt that's always at WWE events. See him right there in the front row? That is the biggest thing I can't stand about watching WWE events is seeing the same fucking 10 people front row every pay-per-view.
The dude in the long hair that always has the Ziggler sign
that's
and
this
shit.
big and he's always with his grandmother.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, Jeff Hardy got arrested again.
Did he for what, drugs?
For DWI.
Hey, you know what? Turn your life around again.
And somebody asked Matt Hardy on Twitter, what he thought about it. He's like, you know what? I've talked to Jeff, and I've said to him that he needs to deal with his own problems. I've got 2 kids and 1 on the way. That's what I've got to focus on.
Right.
And I don't blame him for that at all.
No, I don't either. How many times? How many times can you? I mean, it's your brother. I get it. He's still gonna support him. He's not saying fuck him, but it's like, hey, he's fucking 40 years old now.
I mean, if you're not gonna get out of your own way at this point, what?
Right.
What
You
can
got
you do?
kids yourself.
Yep.
And
people are like, oh, well, he can go to rehab. I'm like, he's been there, done that. Some people just cannot get over that stuff, unfortunately,
Look at his wrestling belt, AEW on TNT. That's sweet.
It's like when Booker went to Impact and he had the Booker TNA trunks.
Who's Booker T? What's a Booker?
What's a Booker? I don't know. I haven't seen too many good Bookers. I'm definitely not into this Sammy Guevara at all.
I'm not either. There you go. A little gold dust kind of action there a little bit. If you guys hate the fact that we suck at doing this, we're sorry. We don't know what we're doing. But do you like my suit? Do you like it? It comes with pants, too. The only problem is I don't.
You know what? It's a lot easier for us to do this on sucky shows because there's more to make fun of.
Well, I mean, I can make fun of even the best wrestling, but it's...
I like
I don't know.
Nice figure 4 spot. And
I mean, it's a decent enough match, but it's not. Hey, is this one you're gonna remember?
And
you're gonna remember the first match of your very first show.
And it's not like the one they were hyping up either. You know, like the Bucks and you know the 6-man tag and all that stuff.
If I was Cody, I'd be like, I want to fight the spirit of my dead dad on the very first show or something. Like, can we get the Shockmaster?
We'll have you go in the ring and do your dusty voice through the whole thing, and it'll be like his wrestling.
You think people
get
mad at that? Oh baby, I can't do it as well. I lost my voice recently.
I mean, he might get mad if you did it like when we go meet him, but you know.
Cody, baby, I love you, son. Don't laugh, because then that encourages me. Like, do you remember the very first match of WrestleMania?
No.
Tito Santana versus the Spoiler.
Fuck that. Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea, but that's my point.
Yeah, but like I
gotta look it up.
The first match of Raw, I don't remember either. I remember the first match at Nitro with Jushin Liger and Brian Pillman, but I can't remember the first match of Raw. And I don't think people are gonna remember that the first match is Cody Rhodes against Sammy Guevara.
I have an update here from SmackDown Live. Carmella reigns as the 24/7 champ. So, we can now have men and women wrestle each other again?
Yeah, because everybody else is doing it, so WWE will do it now.
Oh, we have competition, damn it! We have to fucking punch a woman in the face and show her boobs.
We gotta bring in Cain Velasquez to go against Brock Lesnar.
What is with that? Is that seriously like where they brought him in?
Yep.
I saw that, but I didn't see it.
And like, if that's why you gave him the title...
That's a shame.
Yeah, like
that is a shame.
You're telling me that you need the title to do Cain Velasquez against Brock Lesnar? Like you can't just have an issue between the two for UFC?
Yep.
You know,
is that because like what is he like planning on going back to UFC and this is kind of like a setup feud?
I guess, and I know Velasquez has wanted to wrestle too, so
well, that's cool because he's a name. He's a name.
Yep,
for sure.
But a lot of people were thinking that because Lesnar had attacked, Rey Mysterio's son Dominic on Raw.
Yeah, I wanted to see that just because
was going to screw Lesnar out of the title against Kofi, but that didn't end up.
What did he do? Just run in, give him an F5 and pin him?
They rang the bell. Kofi jumped up into the air like to clothesline him or something, and Lesnar just grabbed him out of the air. F5, 10 seconds.
Slammed his ass.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I saw a thing. Somebody had put. It was a meme of. It was on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but it was a picture of like how they do the Rest in Peace memoriam.
Yep. Up
on the Raw logo or Titron. So they had an image of like all the wrestlers standing out there. Obviously, this was like photoshopped, and in the center of it, it said "Rest in Peace, Kofi's push," and it had Kofi holding the title, and then it said whatever WrestleMania's date was to.
That's creative shit.
And I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
Really? Who beat him? And then I saw like. Really? Okay, Lesnar.
I mean, I like that at least it was somebody not stupid that beat him, in a stupid way. If he's gonna get squashed or something, let it be Lesnar. At least that makes sense.
I'm glad they didn't do the well, we gotta make Big Ear and Xavier bad guys.
Yeah.
They gotta fuck him like they did Paige.
I mean, as long as their merchandise is selling, they're never going to break them up.
No, that's true. And pancakes. You can't... You're telling me now, little kids all across America, when you say, hey, you want some pancakes? Who? Yeah, little kids want pancakes for breakfast now.
It's a new day.
Like, I'm surprised WWE hasn't put them on a box of Bisquick.
Right.
At this point.
I mean, they did the cereal. So
did they?
In FYE, yeah, they did the
Oreos. Well, that's novelty shit. But I'm saying, like, really... Like, John Cena was on the goddamn Fruit Loops. Ooh.
Oh, he took
Ooh, did you see her head hit?
Wow.
You better look at her ass to make sure her head's okay. Make sure... Look at Jay and Silent Bob!
Right.
He's speechless, damn it!
I never would have thought that they were really wrestling fans, either. I never saw any videos of them, like, hyping wrestling or anything. Or
and you never have it in the... Watch her head.
Oh, yeah, she hit that guard.
She's dead.
Good.
By God is my witness, he's been broken in half. Look at her, she's been hit so hard her goddamn hair turned purple.
That's one thing I don't understand either, is the hair extensions with the colors now.
Every girl has to do it.
Yeah.
Just like every wrestler has to be blonde or have the goddamn stupid fade.
Yep.
That is the one thing I can't stand, or what modern wrestlers look like today, is they're all little, and I'm not a big guy, I'm a little fella, but they're not, we've talked about this before, I miss, like, the fucking Ivan Putski looking fuckers.
Yep. Like, where's a guy like Earthquake, lumbering around and still having a good match, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I mean, I like that you've got the smaller women wrestlers and then an Awesome Kong or a Nyla Rose and stuff.
It gives it that variety. Like, the guys used to have that variety.
And it's not like they're lumbering, Big Show, or they're actually women that can wrestle, so...
That was I just gonna say. Oh, well, like most of them, like they all, like Kip, they all have that fucking faded haircut, tattooed sleeves, for the arms. Thin little guys, they're athletic as hell, but like, it's like, you know what, like Roderick Strong and Adam Cole, they can get away with being like the slender little guys because they look. They're not going out of their way to get the attention for it.
And they look like a wrestler.
They do.
Yep. This has actually been a pretty solid match. It's been pretty old school. There hasn't been a lot of high spots and stuff, so...
No, and there hasn't been any, like, dirty, like, tactics or nothing. It's, other than that bump they just took, but that was pretty indeliberate.
I think Cody looks weird with the weight belt on, though.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, I got why Hogan wore it, because, he was the weightlifter and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Or Ryback.
Yeah,
yep.
Macho Man, even.
Oh, wow. Reverse. Oh, he almost bit that. A reverse suplex off the top rope.
Wait till you...
This is why I didn't want to watch spoilers, because I didn't want to know what happened at all.
Well, I literally maybe saw, like, one actual clip. And it was only because I was like, wait a minute, wasn't that person like the fuck is her name? Rio?
Yep.
When I saw her for the matchup with Nyla, I'm like, wasn't she just like on NXT like not long ago? I get my Asian women mixed up apparently.
There's a lot
There's a lot of them now.
Yeah, there really is. And they put on good matches too. Like they don't screw things up very much.
No, they don't. They're pretty like fluid. Like they're really good.
And it seems like they pick really, really good ones. It's you don't really see them bringing one.
Yeah,
what was that, like Spanish Fly. It's Guevara.
See, and that's another thing I have problem with modern day wrestling. A DDT would have taken you out.
Yep.
30 years ago. You just took a Spanish Fly from the top rope and you kicked out after 2. I'm like this with every match I see that goes above and beyond. If you just went through 6 tables and you're still kicking out and then all of a sudden just a small package happens.
And which just did.
Right, that's what...
Cody wins the match.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. That's not believable to me.
Well, like, Roman Reigns kicking out of how many F5s and Kofi can't kick out of 1.
Can't kick out of 1. Well, because Roman Reigns survived cancer, dude.
And he didn't even, get any offense on Kofi. He just gave him 1 F5. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, I'll go with this. Kofi has a concave chest, which gives more aerodynamics to the spin. So when he's falling like this, the wind is like a turbine and it's catching up in his chest like that. And it should propel him up, but it's not. So there's no science.
And it just knocks the wind out of him easier because of the concave
chest.
He
has less capacity to hold air. I had a rubber band tied around my head earlier for an hour. I don't remember things.
It really was actually a good match.
Yeah, it's not bad, but this kid needs more work on a personality.
Oh, I didn't even see Brandy use the shoe on him. That
wow.
I didn't see.
Okay, so there was a dirty tactic. I'm sorry. Do you think that referee's hot? Because I think she looks like a horse. I mean, I think she's a hot horse. And then you put lipstick on a horse, I'll be like, oh, that's not bad looking.
And we're off the rails once again.
We're still talking about the show. We're not off the rails. Think about it. A horse, zebra, she's wearing the 7. Hey. 2 and 2, man. Makes 3.
I like the small package winning the match, too, though. It's pretty old school. I like that.
I just don't like it after those two, the Spanish Fly. Like, that's a huge move. That should have ended it.
Oh,
I want to hear what he's saying!
Tony Schiavone.
Oh, he's hugging him? Because he's like, man, you were there with my dad. This
Cody's
is amazing.
crying, yeah. Well, it's got to be so emotional to get to this point. It
Is
really
he permanent
does.
fixture?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See,
I guess he got like a big contract out of it too. Like he's quitting, like
well, I have something
commentating baseball and stuff. And
let's see what happens here. Look at the ref. Like you're not. They don't even see you there.
Oh, you're gonna do the shaking of hands.
The color on my TV is a little off. The red is very red.
Or just Cody's just really red.
No, I was noticing it when I was watching TV the other day. The guy is Knuckles. Or Spider-Man.
Oh,
Jericho, baby!
In his leather... He changes
He's wearing
his
the fucking
look
belt
every
while
5
beating.
seconds.
That's a champion. That's a champion. Look at him. He's the best.
Well, I wonder if Cody's going to be the next challenger now that he just got attacked by Jericho.
Well, like I said, just yesterday at San Diego Comic-Con, there's a panel for AEW. And Jericho is up on the panel. They're having people come up and ask questions. And then you got MJF completely in, like, cosplay outfit. You don't even know it's him. Like, because I knew it was a setup. Because it just... I don't know. Just his build was a little off. Because it's like, he's not nerdy built. But he's asking questions saying, Jericho, I'm a huge fan of yours. Your run in Mexico was amazing. Blah, blah, blah. But... what you did in AEW and attacking Cody was kind of bullcrap, and then he just rips all of his gear off. People in the crowd are like, what the fuck? And then he's like, and I've got Cody here with me right now, and he wants to say something, and Cody just goes right up to the table where they're at, and they're, yelling back and forth, and then they just start beating the crap out of each other. I'm like, this is how you do it. Like, to me, AEW is taking everything that worked with WWE, like the fanciness, but not over the top.
Yep.
They took good wrestling, like what TNA was, in my opinion, and they're taking things from like WCW of how to make it look and run and stuff. And because I remember with TNA with Hogan and Jeff Jarrett having that weird. What the hell was that even promoting?
It was Japan.
Japan,
they
right.
They were negotiating with Hogan to bring him into TNA.
Right, but it was all work and stuff, and it's like, hey, that's kind of interesting.
To Hogan, it was a payday, so he didn't get a shit,
right.
Yeah.
And to do that at a Comic-Con, that's huge, because, like, shit like that does not happen at Comic-Cons.
And that's going to be on every website, that promotes Comic-Con and everything,
yeah.
So... I like the belt too. I think that's a really cool looking belt.
Yes.
But it's Jericho. It amazes me how much he can change so often.
Yep. Against Cody Rhodes, who's changed so much.
I don't know. Jericho he does not look good though. Like,
because he's old.
Yeah. And it's funny when I see people like on websites say he looks better than he has in years, and I'm like, who the fuck are you looking at? Like, he does not look good.
Oh, I would say 01 Jericho to like 06 Jericho was like the best physical shape he was in.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like, I mean, he's in great shape for his age.
Oh, yeah.
And for what he's doing, I mean, he looks young as fuck right there. He did look real like 2001 Jericho with that look.
I think the shorter hair made him look older.
Well, now that he's like clean shaven too. Normally he's got like some kind of stupid scruff.
Yeah. But I like that he took the, a little bit of bubbly and ran with that. And
whatever works, he takes and does with it.
And it feels like he doesn't think of this shit before he does it. Like, it's just shit that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I like this. They're running the whole thing through the commercial.
Get one of those chairs.
That would be sick. Having one of the chairs for the first show, yeah.
Because like they don't do that at Raw and SmackDown with the chairs, and they do that at pay-per-views.
Yeah. Well, that's Carissa Rivera on inside the. She was just at the last XPW show or XWA show I was at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Indian chick, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird looking chair.
This is kind of going on a little bit too long, though. Like, he attacked him, that's cool, but... And he's gonna powerbomb him onto, padded chairs.
Right, that's why they look weird, because they do look padded. They're thick. Oh, they didn't really give, though.
Yeah.
They didn't give it all. I am waiting for him to pop that ref. Just because.
Just to punch her in the face.
Ask him! Ask him! Give me the mic, Tony! Fuck you!
Shoving Shivani out of the way.
That's what I wanted to say. This is like TNA was for me. That was my WCW, essentially, because I never watched WCW. This now gives me the chance to experience Tony Schiavone, because I never got to.
Yep. And I think it's something that they needed, too, because Excalibur JR and the Marvez guy just was not working for
I don't
me
like
at
Excalibur. I feel like he's reading from a cue card. I mean, give me somebody else.
And like, I love JR. He's was the best announcer in the business, but he's just.
You know who they just brought back to the Raw Announce team?
No,
King.
Oh, fuck me running.
They've got a whole new Raw Announce team. It's King, one of the guys from 205 Live, and
the Vic guy, I think.
I don't know. And then the black guy Dio.
Oh,
from like NXT or something. I have no idea.
That's fucking stupid. Like,
yeah,
who wants King back on the fucking announcement?
Well, they got JR. We gotta get King.
He's so fucking out of touch. Like, his jokes aren't funny
anymore.
Puppies. Like, yeah.
No, seriously, there was a box of puppies on the side of the road.
And that's the thing. He doesn't have anything to work with. Like, he can't do the shit that he does.
Nope.
You know.
I keep getting sidetracked. I'm still looking this up.
The thing is, I don't know who a lot of these people are.
I don't know 90% of these guys. Is he best in the world too?
Brandon Cutler.
Is he the best in the world as well?
Like, I have no idea who Brandon Cutler is. I'm sorry, Brandon Cutler. I don't know who you are.
Well, because did you see that? Because we can rewind this. Look at it. They're going to show you a record of their win-losses next to their name.
Yep.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see what it was? Let's read this. Let's read this man's fucking Estrada resume.
I mean, I do like the dragon on his shirt.
Well, that's biased fucking bullshit. Well, I like him that he's bald. All right, here we go. Brandon Cutler at Brand Cutler. His record is singles record 0-0-0. Record overall 0-0-0. How did you make it here?
Just in case you couldn't figure that out.
How did he make it here? How were you on the first episode of this show?
You gotta get him over somehow, I guess.
Yeah, over fucking the tracks. Let him keep walking.
And I do like that there's not a lot of signs. Like, people are there to pay attention to the show, not get themselves over. I mean, there's a few, but and like, I'm all fired up on Brandon Cutler. Nobody knows who the fuck I am.
We got fucking PJ Polacco back in the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Poor man's Christopher Daniels.
Oh, here we go. MJF.
MJF.
You know who's winning this one. This is the best heel in the business right now, in my honest opinion.
Oh, yeah.
He is what TNA tried to do with EC3.
Yeah. And he can be, like, friends with Cody, and Cody's popular, but he can still be a heel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Look at him. He's awesome.
Well, you're right. He's like a good Miz. Like, he's what the Miz should be.
He's a better fucking Miz, in my opinion. Because where the Miz is a good heel, I just hate the Miz. Yep. I don't like that. The man, Mike Mizanin, I just find him annoying. This guy is just... God, he's a dick, but I'm going to keep watching.
And the minute that the crowd starts to like him, he shuts it down immediately.
Kills it. He's got that Kennedy factor like that at first. Until Kennedy started embracing it all and shit. But, oh, you're going to cheer my name? Well, I'm not going to fucking say my name at all.
And I don't think he's going to do, like, catchphrases and stuff to get stuff over, you know what I mean?
No, he's just going to be that personality. That's a great sign. MJF is better than me. People are already embracing what he is. His character is. I can just, like, hear his voice right now.
Yep.
I don't know who you are in that ring.
And you know he's just cutting Cutler down the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Comparing him to the crowd and everything. He looks like a skinny Christopher Daniels, the Cutler.
He just throw his gum out.
I think it would be good if he did the whole no music, he just did this to the ring the whole time. Just
that would be kind of cool. I would like that. And they let him say shit that it's like, wow, I can't believe they said that. Like on, I don't know, one of the last pay-per-views they had, crowd was chanting, you suck, and then he just goes, yeah, well, all your mothers, they swallow. It's like, wow.
Yep.
That's, okay. Like, normally they give, bad guys will give it back, but, like, that's, like, old 90s style fucking heat.
And I think with them being on TNT, they'll be able to push it a little bit.
I think so, too.
And
they're PG-14.
Yep.
So they're not for the kids. Well, they are. But
it's not like you have to go Attitude Era. You can still push the envelope a little bit. And
you don't have... You have more to play with than you don't when you're PG-14. Like I've said about certain movies being rated R. They shouldn't be rated R just because, well, I just want mass murderings and stuff. If it's a rated R movie, let it be rated R because there needed to be a reason to be.
Yep.
If you can do wrestling PG-14 and not do the Attitude Era but still keep it above what, like, WWE's doing, then that's working. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go that extra mile. Just stay a little bit ahead because then that gives you more room to go further once WWE starts to push their shit.
Yep.
Because if you go balls to the wall right out the gate, then that gives them so much more like, okay, well, they're doing this so hard so fast. We can, you know what I mean? Have a strategy to doing it, I guess.
Yeah. And I like that they're kind of doing the WCW philosophy. They're not trying to be like WWE. They're trying to differentiate themselves from it. I mean, you didn't have a 30-minute promo at the beginning of the show. You started with a fucking wrestling match. You know?
Yep.
It has a...
Another cool shot.
I mean, the visual has the same kind of feel, but it just... The product has a different feel.
Yes.
You know? It's focused more on the in-ring product than anything to me. And like, look at he's doing old school heel stuff, trapping the arm behind to do the body slam,
and then taunting right after instead of like going for a cover or going for another maneuver.
Slowing it down, which a heel should actually.
Look at
if you're a genuine heel.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I'm saying like the comparison with the Miz and him. The Miz is over the top heel. Like, oh, I'm big goofy The Miz. Like, when my hand's up, your mouth's shut. Like, that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
And that is pandering to the crowd because you know that they're going to react.
They're going to react.
You're forcing a reaction. Yep.
Yes.
MJF, his promos elicit a reaction, don't force a reaction.
Right.
You know?
Like, I've never seen a sign for The Miz that says Miz is better than me.
Yeah.
I just saw one for MJF, and he's barely on the radar.
Oh,
this fucking Cutler. Jobber City.
And he just fucked himself up, too.
This corncob slob job.
Oh. And that, like, whole old school heel, you know, pushing the ref out of the way to get a cheap shot in.
Yep.
I mean, it was a forearm, but he still got a cheap shot in. And holding the submission hold after the guy's already tapped out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think there is a record that was broken tonight. Of 0-0 still remaining, but one in the book for MJF. He's that type of guy you hate.
Yep.
You go to a party or something and you're like, that fucking guy, I hate him. But if I go next to him, I'll be a little bit cooler.
The guy that's got the hottest girl at the party and he
he's
treats her like shit.
Right, he's fucking all the other ones that are there too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish I was that guy.
Yeah, you're right. It's like EC3 should have been, you know. Yeah.
EC3 and The Miz had a love child, and you got MJF.
Yep.
Miz,
got all the best qualities out of the two of them.
Exactly.
Yep.
He looks like a wrestler. He's not just, well, his voice will get him over. No, he's got a build, and he can wrestle. Oh, here we go with the I'm not even going to try to say it because I'll be...
The poor man's Todd Pettengill. Chris Van Vliet.
He does, over the rope fucking interviews. Well, look, it's Jane Silent Bob!
And they both look fucking weird.
Because they're on meth.
And, like, they're not wearing wrestling shirts, which kind of, like, I wish they would have.
Even a wrestling pin.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like they were paid to be there.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that you have celebrity involvement, but...
Yeah. Well, I smoked a lot of weed earlier, and I'm not really the one that talks.
It was me and Joe Rogan, you know. And we
it was an experience. The guy that does Tesla stuff was there. Elon Musk.
And Muse looks so confused.
As he did when we met him.
Yeah. But that was really cool to meet him.
Cool.
That was...
I like that shirt he's got on.
Yeah, Hollywood Chronicon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's... And they're a really cool company as far as merchandise. They're really smart about their stuff, kind of like AEW is.
Right.
They're really creative on their merchandise.
I didn't think
Jack
this
Evans.
guy... I didn't think he would have ever made anything out of Ring of Honor. Because that's like the first place I ever saw him was Ring of Honor.
And I like that, they're keeping the same style as they did in Lucha Underground, him and Angelico. I think they're a really good tag team. Oh, Jason Mewes must have just said something funny.
Evans looks like Muse.
He does. And I like that they're doing a real good tag division. They're
they actually have like a reason, like not reasoning, but their teams look like like these guys.
The party,
the after party or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I didn't think that dude, the black dude with the mohawks, would have ever been anybody from Ring of Honor because he was like not a valet, but I never ever saw him wrestle or nothing.
Yep. And they're doing a tournament for the tag titles, which I really like. So I think that's really cool. I like the celebrity involvement though. That's actually really cool. And it's furthering an angle. It's not just, having them out there to parade them out there.
Okay. Let's pause it real quick. And let's look at our World Tag Team Championship Tournament. We got the Young Bucks. Oh, the Private Party. My bad. The Lucha Bros against the Jurassic Express.
I love Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
I do like those guys. And then we've got the Best Friends against SCU.
Chuck T and Trent Beretta, which they still call him Trent Beretta on occasion.
They do.
Yeah.
Which his buddy there, what's his friend's name?
Chuck Taylor.
You need to hit the gym. You got a bad body.
Do you even lift, bro? Like, yeah.
You got a really bad body.
I love when Jim Cornette goes out on that too, like calls him out on that. I think that's pretty funny.
Like, I just don't get it. You're training to be a wrestler. Why wouldn't you train to look good?
Yeah.
And I get some guys are heavy. That's fine. I mean, Dark Order. I kind of do like the Dark Order because that's like a weird, different faction that I feel like we've never really seen.
Yep.
This one guy that's controlling, Ministry, I guess, is the closest. But Uno Evil. He's a big guy, but he embraces his bigness. He's not, right there. If you're looking at that guy, if I was a chick and I saw him on Facebook or Tinder or something, like, oh, look at his face. He's so handsome. And then I was like, oh, his body looks like a fucking melted butter stick.
And on the indies, I guess they were the Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, really?
And people were like, well, why don't they use that in AEW? Because they're not going to pay the rights to Nintendo to use that fucking name. That's just stupid.
That is stupid.
But it just goes to show you how stupid some people are. And, of course, the Dark Order have a bye, so they're going right into the second round of the tournament.
Who's your pick to win this?
The
whole thing!
I kind of think the Jurassic Express is going to
I'm going to the Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers? I like them as a team.
They're great.
Yeah, they really
Every entrance they have is so cool. I mean, it's always the same. But their outfits are always different.
It's like the New Day. They come up with good ideas for their
love
stuff.
it. Like they did the Japanese Samurai one. I thought that was really, really badass. It's probably going to be the Young Bucks because they suck.
I would hope not. I mean, I hope they would be smarter than that, but...
And I'm sorry, I'm probably not a funny guy. I don't know. I think I am. But Young Bucks videos are not funny. Like, their interviews and shit, they're not funny.
It's kind of like Edge and Christian to me. Like, their humor worked in small doses, and it just doesn't... you keep doing it, it doesn't work anymore to me.
They did one on whatever pay-per-view it was I was watching, and... What is it, Matt and Jeremy?
Yeah.
Jeremy's the blonde one, right?
Yep.
He was being serious in his interview, and he said something, which you could react to it as like, what? But he was being serious about it, and then his brother looks at him, he's like makes a stupid face in the video towards like, well, now I'm not like believing his feelings or the moment because you had to make it look stupid.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I've never liked them from the beginning.
And I like them, but they need to start varying up their offense some because their matches are starting to look cookie cutter. They're doing the same spots all the time, and you can pretty much paint by numbers. You can predict what they're going for.
Super kick!
Yeah. I do miss Steve Corino screaming out super kick. I always like that on Ring of Honor. I think Ring of Honor is going to start signing guys to exclusive contracts because
they're going to be losing a lot of people.
Oh, a little SCU out in front of the White House. Daniels just looks so funny with goggles on like that.
He just looks ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
Nobody, don't take him serious ever. Or Kaz. Look at Kaz. It's like he's talking into his fucking hand and he wasn't even moving his mouth.
Yep. And I like that Scorpio Sky is kind of taking the lion's share of it, other than Daniels, because I know Daniels has not a lot of nagging injuries, but he can still get in there when they need him, you know. And I've always liked Kaz. Like I don't think he ever got the push that he. I mean, he did a little bit in TNA, but he was so versatile, and they never really gave him a chance to talk. And then when they did Bad Influence, you know, I thought they really worked well. And they were just going out and doing stuff to do it, and you know whether.
That's why I like TNA, because it just felt so freeform. Like just whatever's happening is happening.
Oh, maybe Tony Schiavone will actually get an interview in this time.
See, it's not bad to wear a suit jacket, people. It's like a nice thing.
I think Schiavone adds a lot to the broadcast too. Like he just, and fans have been wanting him on something for so long that, you know. And then, you know, all those guys have their own podcast, so you can promote it on their podcast and stuff, which is good. But not over the top where, you know, like you're shilling it. It
drains away, exactly. Yep. Which I will give you that iPod back, because I probably listened to all of them 100 times over.
Well, now Arn Anderson, his first 2 episodes have come out too.
So I've got a podcast. I hold my hand up the whole time like this during it, and fuck you, Vince.
I like his is a little bit different. Like he's kind of.
Is he dressed up like a clown?
No, they're going more into the backstory of stuff. They're not doing goofy shit like they do on a lot of them. So it's more a little bit more serious. I mean, I don't know.
Look at the Lucha Bros. Duh, seriously, these are the same Atlas security guards for like the last 30 years of wrestling.
Yep.
With the mullets and everything still. It's like, you know what? One day I'm going to get called back. I'm not going to change my look or my gimmick.
I'm waiting for the Don West looking one.
Yes,
you know? Yeah.
right? For real.
Yep.
Always thought he was Don West.
And you know what? With the Lucha Bros, with the suits on and the masks, it still works.
Yep. You got Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr.
They're such a good team. Like, and even their feud, like the feud that they had in Lucha Underground, and to know that they're actually brothers and shit. Oh, spit in the water.
I really do like them a lot. They're a really good tag team. See, now if that female ref gets smacked up, is somebody, he hit a woman ref. Like, but no.
I like that they're using her, though. They're not babying her like WWE is, you know. Like,
no, I hear you. I mean, she was the one in the main event for the title.
Yeah. Yep.
How did his shirt get ripped like that? How does your shirt get a perfect square ripped in the stomach of it?
Look at that. The female ref getting right in Daniels' face. That's pretty cool.
She's like, I'm a fucking ring general.
And like him showing her respect is real. You know, they're showing the refs respect and shit.
And I pumped them all. TV14 DLV, which stands for Don't Legally Vaccinate. I don't know.
You snowflakes, don't vaccinate.
Oh, the young fucks. And Kenny, oh boy, mega.
He seems just so like he just doesn't give a shit. Omega, like it just.
Here we go.
I'm just here, you know.
There's my guy.
I like this LAX with him. I think that's.
He's
like,
so
like
awesome.
His heaters, like.
And that's giving these guys that, like, oh shit, they're like with the champ. They just came in, like, I don't know these guys as LAX from the dirt under my foot. I mean, right. I know them because I know a little.
They are a really good team, though. I've seen a bunch of their matches. They are good.
Like, look how small Tony looks. And he was just standing next to fucking all them wrestlers, and they looked huge.
Yep.
What is JR 6'7"? Well, I put a box of barbecue sauce in my boots.
It's all that beef jerky.
The beef jerky, it's tough enough.
Is that the Legend of Zelda tattoo she's got?
Yeah, she likes Cody that much. Pac and the Hangman. Wait a minute, is he gonna put a noose around Pac? Is that a thing? Can you do that? Can you cut? Sorry, my neighbors are beeping. They're like, fuck your podcast, man.
Yeah, nobody cares about your
Oh my
podcast.
God, I'm gonna punch his old lady in the head. I wish we could hear his music, because I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's the Hangman.
They did really good for Paige, yeah.
I like that he came out on a horse
Yeah.
at the last show there. I thought that was pretty badass. It just felt really cool.
And you know, like, this character fits him so much better than his Northeast Wrestling character where he just come out in tights
John
and
Deere.
a John Deere hat.
Hat
Yeah.
and
Yep.
green trunks.
And it's cool to know that we've seen him come up
A lot of
from
them.
that, you know what I mean? Like him, Ciampa, where Ciampa just had no real character whatsoever. You know, and Taven, like, to see where Taven has come is fucking amazing.
I'm surprised he's not here.
If he didn't have the exclusive contract with Ring of Honor, I bet you he would be
It's
here.
crazy. Imagine the whole kingdom coming into the AEW.
Yep. Because I like, TKO. I think him and, Vinny Marseglio when he was just doing the Jeff Hardy knockoff and stuff, and now
And
what
then
he's
have like
doing.
weird Star Wars music.
Yep.
You got Earl Hebner in the ring after 75 years of pure dedication to the sport, the love of it. He screwed more wrestlers than wrestlers screwed wrestlers themselves.
I wonder if he's bootlegging their merch already.
Oh yeah, he's already selling AEW.Earl Hebner merch outside the doors.
And then you've got Black Machismo in the front row with his
I
Macho
saw
Man
that.
some on.
Justin Roberts, the ring announcer, he called me a buddy or friend or something like that at a show. Shook my hand. I've never met him other than that moment. The bastard. Like, the bastard Pac.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me at all. And
You couldn't think of a better name than that after you kind of went with, like, the Game of Thrones thing once you were, like, the not King of the Ring. Was he King of the Ring?
I think so, yeah.
He was doing, you know what I'm saying, though? When he was in WWE, he was doing, like, coming out in, like, a fur and shit like that. I mean, because when he was doing the man Gravity Forgot, that was stupid. Like, a superhero with a cape and shit.
And, like, to me, him being, like, a heel, he doesn't look menacing to me. Like, trying to walk like you're, he just doesn't...
All I can think of is fucking Thorin Oakenshield.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You come to take my jewels?
Yeah.
That's my cave.
Oh, there's that douchebag that's at WWE shows now doing stupid signs. I miss Kimbo Slice.
I can fucking freeze frame this like you wouldn't believe, Dragon. We will pause it at any moment we desire because this is our... Right there?
Yeah, I miss Kimbo Slice. Like, he just does stupid, random signs.
I miss Kimbo Slice too, but it's not something I'm going to advertise.
Yeah, it's trying to get yourself over. He's trying to be the new sign guy.
I hate that. I hate that guy so much.
I don't get Pac. Like, it doesn't... You were good when you were the baby face, the man that Gravity Forgot and all that, but I'm dressed in black now and I let my hair in my face and...
I'm trying to see.
It's like he's trying to be a cruiserweight Raven.
Yeah, I don't buy into him.
Yeah. And, like, these fans are booing him, but they're not doing it with any real,
Oh,
like
I
they
was
do for
so
MJF.
close with that WrestleMania one.
Yeah.
It was Tito Santana and the Executioner.
That's close enough. They both had masks.
I know the spoiler was on the pay-per-view, though.
I think he might have wrestled, like, SD Jones or somebody like that.
Plug my phone in. Don't look. Don't look if you're watching. Don't look.
And if you're watching, thank you for watching.
If you're not watching, thanks for not watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Because the price is wrong.
But we're happy for anybody that watches or listens because we enjoy doing this. So
I'm not. I think it's miserable.
You're not having fun anymore?
I hate this. I want my tater tots back. I am starving and I cannot wait to eat. I have to go get something in a little while.
And I do understand why they went with Jericho for the first champ. Like, the big name and everything. And
But might I say, you didn't like it.
because I do like Adam Page, and I thought it would have been a cool thing to have Page be the first champion, but, to have somebody, an up-and-comer, be the first champion. But I understand why they did it with Jericho, and it's working, so.
See how red, like, the pinks look on their back and shit?
Yeah.
It's off. Pac with a kick. Pac with a kick. Pac with a kick.
As he does, yeah.
What do you think Pac's going to do here? He's going to roll over. Oh, and a kick by Adam Page. Oh, my gauntlet just turned on.
Oh, a pump kick by Pac. Oh, the old switcheroo on the ropes and a clothesline. That's the second flip over after a move that we've seen
tonight, yeah.
And
don't act like that, guy.
Yeah, like you haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh my! Did you see he fucking kicked him? He wrestled him.
And that's what I've talked to you about it before. Like doing the same stuff in all the matches, like a dive or a flip over after a move, like. You've got to stop relying on that shit. Like it. Just,
they don't work the body anymore.
Yeah, like MJF did, you know.
Yep.
Like, but it just, it's like they don't talk. Like they're talking over their match. Like you can't figure out what guys are gonna do in their match beforehand. Like and say, oh, hey, we're doing this. Don't do it.
Yep.
You know. Like like Phoenix is gonna do a double stomp, and then later on somebody else is gonna do a double stomp. You know, like it just.
Now, what is the tournament that they're doing for the tag team? Is that going to be out through like the weeks?
No, yeah, they've been doing it. They've started it a while ago. So like the Dark Order, yeah, they did like prelims to get into the the tournament and stuff. So they did it. Yeah, they did it on the pay-per-views. Yeah, yep. I think they just started mentioning it more on the later pay-per-views. They weren't mentioning it as much on the first ones. They're using the guardrail a lot tonight. Well, I don't think Brandy intended to use the guardrail.
She didn't.
But...
You can tell. For people that aren't watching this, Earl Hebner just pulled his wiener out.
Wow.
Really. Right, exactly. Wow.
He's really going to screw some people.
Disgusting.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody. Kevin Owens right there in the front row. I'm not going to pause it because I'm over that at this point. Thor and Oakenshield getting scooped up and a fallaway slam.
I'm never not going to see that now.
He's Thor and Oakenshield, right? I'm
always going to see Thor and Oakenshield when I see him.
So when him and Brandon Cutler go at it, it's going to be Thor and Oakenshield against fucking the dragon there. I can't think of his name. What is it? Oh my god, what the fuck's that dragon's name? Smog.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to say Sauron. It's like, no, it's Saruman. No, it's not that guy either.
You're mixing your stuff up.
It's all the same fucking thing, but they're different.
Yep. See, in this match, they're not doing a lot of high spots. They're keeping it slow. I think because they know that like the Lucha Bros and all that stuff
is gonna be fucking hot.
Yeah.
How long is this?
It's probably.
Oh, that's a 2-hour show.
Yeah. I think it, and plus, because they're doing it through the commercials, you're getting the full thing too. And I guess they're going to be doing a show called AEW Dark, where they're going to do the matches that weren't on the show.
Okay.
The actual broadcast, and Shivani is going to be the only commentator for it, kind of like Styles.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so
it'll be kind of basic, like a Velocity or a Heat.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And I mean, I'm sure TNT wants all the content they can get, so.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that wrestling is getting you guaranteed huge ratings, but it's going to bring in advertisers.
Yeah.
So Pac with the acai moonsault to the floor. I just don't. Yeah, the hair in his face and just like.
Like, why are you a heel?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you angry like this?
Yep. And it's not, like, oh, I didn't get my push in WWE or, stuff like that. Like, use that if you're going to be a heel. Like, that's the one thing that has bothered me is, like, some of these characters they have not explained at all.
None. I don't want to see Sunny Rose.
Sunny Kiss.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. I mean, it was a novelty in Lucha Underground, and it entertained me for a minute, and then it was just like, yeah, I'm over this. Like the effeminate, and doing the booty bouncing in the corner and stuff like that. And that's like, I hope they don't sign Joey Ryan to a contract because I do not want
him
that
at all. I didn't like him even when he was in TNA. I thought he was just stupid.
And you don't need that. Even if you want to generate internet buzz, you do not need him.
No, exactly. That's garbage.
Yeah, I totally understand why Jim Cornette hates him. Or any, commentator that, breaks him down, hates his character so much.
Yeah.
He does shock for shock value, and it just, I'll never understand it, the flipping people with his dick and all that stuff. And and people play into it because they know it's guaranteed clickbait.
It's gonna
like
get over.
Yeah, they're gonna be part of it. So that's another thing. Like people doing stuff in the corner like that, like the cannonball and the drop kick with people seated into the corner. I think that stuff is overdone. But
well, sorry, James Cornette, but this isn't for you anymore. Then hop along there.
It is funny to see Earl Hebner in there, though.
Oh, that was an alright kick.
Oh, wow, yeah, that was a good super kick.
Well, Earl Hebner, they've had him on like some of the pay-per-views too.
Yeah. They haven't been using him much though. He's only done a couple matches here and there. So
I'm surprised, like with him being on the show, he wasn't in the main event for the title.
Yeah. Ooh, a fall away slam from the second rope. I like that.
Don't show her face again. Certain fucking fans you don't just show faces of, and she was one of them.
It's been a pretty solid match. I like that they're not doing these matches. They're not doing a lot of high spots. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen them do that one. Just like a fall away slam into a diamond cutter. That's actually pretty cool.
We got Zach, whatever the fuck his name was, from sitting in the front row. Oh, he took his glasses off. That little blonde kid. Looked like, what the hell was his last name? Zach from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Zach Morris?
Morris. He looked just like him because he had like a little jean jacket on. His hair was like parted over. All I could think of was like, oh, that kid looks like fucking Zach from Saved by the Bell.
And you can tell they're trying to waste time a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, now they're live. They're live.
Yeah, and the pay-per-views are one thing, but doing this where you... Well, I guess you don't really need to worry about commercial breaks because you're showing everything through the commercials, so that's a good thing. But
you still have to worry about your run over time.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I'm sure they've pulled in guys from companies that they know how to do that stuff.
Oh,
you know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
So guys that have been in the business for a while, you know.
And all these guys have enough experience because timing is like 90% of your fucking thing.
Yeah.
They got to have some knowledge of how to go about it.
And it looks to me like, I mean, judging just by the matches that we've had so far, they're not, in this episode anyways, they're not relying on a lot of the indie shit that they were on the pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that could change, but it looks like they're trying to have a more wrestling-centric product than just doing the goofy shit some of this goofy shit they've been doing on the pay-per-views. So that's a good thing. Yeah, Pac, he's trying to play to the crowd and be the heel to the crowd, and it's just not working. And being methodical, you're a high flyer, you shouldn't be methodical like that. That's just stupid.
You take risks.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to think about it.
And all that time just to do a drop kick off the top rope,
right.
I think they wait too long on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, they do. There's way too much setup. Way too much setup.
And I get you don't want to have bang, 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 in a Lucha Brothers match.
But you need good pacing.
Yeah, like we've talked about, guys out on the floor, and you can see them just standing there waiting for the guy to jump off.
Waiting
the top
for the
rope.
next move so they can get to their mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of staggering around, making it look like you're.
Well, when I was watching, I don't know what WWE pay-per-view it was. One where Bobby Roode and Ziggler won the titles. Fuck was it? Maybe Money in the Bank? I don't even know.
It might have been Clash of the Champions.
It might have been that too. They all fucking mold together. But when I was watching it, Bobby Roode is sitting there doing this, getting ready for the DDT, and you can see him looking over his shoulder, waiting for the fucking guy, whoever it was, to come and hit him.
Yep.
And it's like, Jesus fuck, this is just awful.
I think a lot of that is because they don't call the match in the ring anymore. They know a spot's coming, so they have to... Wait. Oh, jeez.
Hold on.
Popeyes
we have a wild honey mustard bun. What the fuck? Look at that. Do you get all them biscuits?
This is like porn for him. The Popeyes commercial is porn for Ace.
Motherfucker. Fuck, I didn't give it anything right now.
It didn't last too long. It didn't last long.
That's like sex for me then. Here it is, there it goes. Fucking smells like chicken and nobody cares. Come on, Popeyes during the... Now here I got a fucking McDonald's cup. I hate this. I hate my life. Please keep watching the podcast because I don't want to kill myself. Life is just a drag, and I have all you to help me through these dire times. If anybody does watch these and well, actually, I do know I can't access Messenger, but I do know somebody's been messaging the Facebook.
He wants us
page.
to do a watch along of a specific Raw episode.
Well, see, that's the shit you gotta bring to the podcast and let me know, so we can be like, oh, we do have people that listen and talk. Is that all you asked for? Was like a specific? Raw or something?
And then I asked him because you've been trying to give the poster away. I was like, do you have for the comic shop? He's like, nope, I just want you to do this Raw.
Well, then you
so
don't get
like,
the poster. Nick will probably.
He wants us to do the one. It's one that's got a 2 out of 3 falls with a match with Marty Jannetty and Doink, which it's actually I do remember that match. And it's the episode with the $10,000 match with Razor Ramon and the 1-2-3 Kid.
Okay.
So
yeah, all right.
Yeah. So we'll have to figure out some way to get that online or something, because even if I brought my...
Is that on the network?
But we'd have to do it at my place.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll have to do it at my place, yeah, because... But yeah, we could definitely do it, yeah. I completely forgot about it. I should have mentioned it to you. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you suck at this. But
yeah,
I'm here to to do something.
Keep me on track.
Well, I wouldn't say that because I'm still fumbling over here. But I did notice somebody had posted a message and I'm like, oh, I can't access that. And
you can't, as an administrator, you can't check the message.
No, because I don't have Messenger on my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, it shows that I can, but I just don't have the app.
Right.
Then when I went to download that, they're like, oh, you need a Google web or Google account. I'm like, the fuck I do? Just want to fucking talk to people.
I think when I go down to Florida next month,
kicked him right in the balls.
I'm gonna hang one of our flyers out in front of Hogan's Beach Shop.
That'd be cool.
Just to do it.
That'd be cool.
Like, if they take it down, who the fuck cares? Like,
right.
If a couple people see it, shit.
Yep.
And I kind of want to do a video because they've got that huge Hogan
statue.
That'd
be cool, man.
I'd like to do
that would be cool, absolutely. That would be cool.
Yeah. And who knows if he's there that day? That
Anything.
would be even fucking great,
Yep. Do a video in the store.
If I could, yeah.
Why couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could do that. Walk in there, just be like,
there.
yeah, this is Deadly Dave, and here we are.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation, and I figured, we do the wrestling ring. Here I am in Hogan's Beach Shop.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Because that would be kind of sweet. Don't win with this.
Like, why a submission finisher? Like, I don't... It's so stupid. It's like he's put no thought into his character whatsoever. Or the stuff that he thinks is good is just fucking horrible.
Right. I really do wish I had more insight with, like, people that worked in the business, just to be like, is this really over? Is this working, or is this just stupid and people are just dumb and they don't know what they want?
Yeah. And it makes me feel like they're burying Paige to build him up later.
Yeah.
Which is fine, I mean, if you're going to use him later, but...
There's this guy?
Yeah, Pac, like...
Dy-No-Mite!
And it's not like he had a lot of buzz coming out of WWE. He wasn't even that popular in WWE, so...
Cruiserweights are not popular in WWE at all anymore. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Oh, I like that.
Enzo made them popular when he was there. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's cool Drew Gulak is their champ. Because, he's kind of badass.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
He's got a William Regal feel to me.
A William Regal and JBL.
Yeah.
Just a miniature version of JBL, but with William Regal's abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
And Regal's demeanor somewhat, too.
Elegant.
The way he talks and
Elegant.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is good. I like him. I like him with the beard because he just looks like a little badass. He is cool. Ooh, November 9th. Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley.
Which I like for Moxley, but I don't give a shit about Omega.
And Jericho and Cody.
I don't like the elbow as a finisher for Jericho.
I do.
Like, I get that he's trying to reinvent himself, but...
Quick out of nowhere. BAM!
Full Gear. I like that name. That's actually... I like that they're doing different stuff for all their specials and shit. That's cool. I mean, I'm sure they'll brand... eventually they might keep the same names for them. But
I would like that, because like WWE, I absolutely fucking hate how every other month it's Vengeance, right? Oh no, they changed Vengeance to Peanut Butter Jelly Bean. Really? You know, a year later, oh, it's pay-per-view time. It's peanut butter jelly bean, right? Nope, it's called banana split smoothie. It's like, stop fucking changing the names of your pay-per-views.
Like Stomping Grounds. I never understood the fucking point for Stomping Grounds. Like,
and it would have been one thing if, like when they did Capital Punishment, they played up on that used to be a WCW pay-per-view. Yeah. Instead of being like, Capital Punishment, that just sounds great. Nobody will think any of the wiser.
And like, I understood Fastlane because you were in the fast lane to get to WrestleMania. But it's like they have no rhyme or reason for pretty much their whole fucking product. Yep. So,
hey, I like one of those skeleton masks right there.
Yeah, hey, isn't that amazing?
That's weird.
It's amazing what you can find on Amazon.
I'm going to give a quick glimpse of why I think I want to do the black and white NWO Hogan for Halloween.
Alright.
And I'll show all of you too.
As Nyla Rose comes down the ramp. I like Britt Baker being on commentary. That's pretty cool.
That's going to do a lot of good with no sound.
Well, you'll watch it again.
Brother! Right?
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know how straight it looks. I'd have to be in the mirror, but... What you gonna do when Hulkamania and the Pumpkins and the Deadly Dave and... Hey, I choke out my mustache. You got the drift. You guys get it.
You had a lot of fun at the Comic-Con doing Hogan, didn't you?
No, brother. Marty!
1.21 checkpoints.
And this brings me to my next lesson. Don't do drugs. Who was that? Lawrence Taylor? In Waterboy that said that? Was that LT?
Yep. Riho. I had never seen her wrestle before AEW, but I like her. I think she's really cool.
What the little Chinese woman?
And it's not like
look at her. Look, she's hungry.
Yeah, they haven't really called her an underdog. I mean, they act like it, but it's not like Rey Mysterio where they come out and call him the fucking underdog. Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
I'm sorry. He's a former 3-time world champion.
Yeah.
You are no longer an underdog.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, you've beaten, like, the Big Show and shit. Like
Taka Michinoku? Underdog.
Yeah.
Against Funaki? Not so much.
Yeah.
She's kind of a weird sexy, that Nyla Rose. And a weird, like... She's got nice eyes.
Yeah. I'll admit that, for sure.
Like, if people think fucking Chlamydia Nia Jax is good looking, I don't know why I said chlamydia. Hey, if fans can chant she's got herpes, I can say chlamydia. Look at that tiny little baby doll.
That looks like the old school WWF one. I mean, different colors, but the size of it. And I like that they're giving it a big fight feel like they do for all their titles.
I like her a lot. I really like her.
And she's built like Awesome Kong. I mean, not that big,
huge, but like, yes.
She does have a different look to her. Which
every fucking Asian wrestler like her looks like they're 12. Oh, thank you!
If you haven't figured out by now that we're not politically correct, you haven't been watching.
I'll wear my ECW shirt that says something about I'm not politically correct.
Wear your political prisoner one.
Yeah, exactly. I love that shirt. Let's take a little toy bound.
It does look like a toy. It really does.
I think, besides in WWE right now, Becky Lynch, which is unfortunate because they're just wasting her. I think the best wrestler in that company is Io Shirai.
Yeah, I really like
her new fucking attitude is so awesome. Like, it's just awesome. I wish she was in AEW because she would be in this match instead, I think. Like, look how tiny that Asian is. She is so tiny.
And it's a great, visual of her being so tiny and Nyla Rose being big.
It's just like she reminds me of fucking, what's her name? AJ Lee. It just doesn't seem believable to me.
Yep.
Like, I feel like this is a grown-ass adult fighting a child.
And not like a Kenny Omega fighting an 11-year-old. An actual,
Right.
An actual wrestling match, but, And like
I feel like I heard, or I saw in the comments, because I watched a little of this.
Yeah.
on YouTube. Not the whole thing, just a little bit of it. And I feel like somebody said this Io is that girl that Kenny Omega wrestled like 8 years ago.
Yeah. It might have been, yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
I've never
like,
watched it because I had no desire to watch it.
It actually was kind of cool.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't like,
oh,
good, you little bitch.
That was really cool.
It wasn't awe-inspiring, but to be able to see a child go in there with somebody that is worldly trained and actually, like, hold their own in a choreographed match. It was cool as an athletic standpoint.
I mean,
it's not, I wouldn't say you're missing out, man. If you don't see this, then you're never going to know what WrestleMania 3 was like. Right. Hogan. It's just, it's an internet video. If you see it, it's like, yeah, all right.
I think mainly because Omega is in it is the reason I don't really care about seeing it. You know?
That was the biggest reason I did see it, because I didn't really see much of him.
Yeah.
And at that point, that's when I was going through YouTube watching Omega shit, and I'm like, really? Okay. But I mean, even then, I'm not high on the guy, but I wanted to know more.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I
understand.
I didn't see shit of him. Because I honestly started hearing about Omega when he was big in New Japan a couple of years ago.
His matches with Okada and all that, yeah.
Like when he was becoming hot like that, and then when he became part of the Bullet Club, and then he was having the matches with Jericho, I was like, all right, I gotta kind of check this guy out. Like, I don't want to miss out on what this guy is. But then it's like, I'm glad I'm watching him, because he's going to be parts of history, but he's not going to be, to me, the main part of what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think he's as big as people think he's going to be.
No.
You know,
and you can show him training with, with like all the tubes hooked up to him, with the fucking little respirator, running up hills, getting oxygen, and whatever that training style is. I don't fucking get it. But what does that do for me aesthetically? Like, what am I getting from that visually that I'm like, you know what, I like that.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you listen to him talk, and it's just like, you are not hyping me for anything at all.
One of the videos he did for their, what was it, All Out? Was that the one that Jericho won the title at, right? Was All Out?
Yeah.
Okay. They were doing a backstage video of Kenny Omega carrying a bunch of, like, electrical equipment. Oh, the bands we're going to have great bands. And they had the, like, I don't know, AV guy come up to Omega. Because Omega's, like, walking with the camera doing, like, a shoot interview almost. And the AV guy comes up to Omega, and he's like, the bands aren't going to be here. And he's like, what do you mean the bands? Like, what band? And the guy goes, like, he's looking at his clipboard like this. He goes, Blink 182? And then Omega's like, just literally, he's all like happy at first, and then he's like, stop rolling. And then it just like fades away. It's like, what does that have to do with any of this? You didn't even advertise that that band was going to be here. You just happened to say that as like, well, that'll be something we can use. Like, it just was stupid.
Yeah.
And then, then you had, and I'm not trying to knock AEW, because every wrestling company does dumb shit.
Yeah, that's what
the best of the best does the dumbest shit, right? But then you do something cool, like, you have Tully and Arn Anderson on the show. Why didn't you do anything else with them?
Yep.
Why didn't you do an interview with them? Why didn't you, like, do a backstage, like, show those two fighting, like, arguing?
Yeah.
Like, more.
Yeah, why did you do that? Why did you come out there?
Right, like, have the camera follow Tully and have him pull fucking Arn around and be like, what the hell, man?
Yep.
And then just, Arn, clock him.
Yep, because you can go
because he's the enforcer.
Yep.
And that's all right, like, the brain busters, man. Like, come on.
Yep.
And that goes into my love of the Four Horsemen. Like, that's... Arn Anderson has been locked down with the WWE for years now.
Yeah.
And the guy, he pun intended, he is out of the fucking stable.
Yeah.
Like, that horse is free to run.
Yep.
But I love that they had them on it.
Yeah.
Just do a little more.
Yep, and Tully's such a good talker, and Arn's such a good talker.
And, and that's what WWE can't do. They can't bring those legends like that in anymore because they have all these issues with them. So they have to go back to the well and scrape Austin.
Yeah.
Okay? fair enough. No company in wrestling will ever get Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
But to me, ooh.
Front flip onto the chairs, onto the floor.
Good
Damn.
for her. That's a good bump.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about Austin.
Right. To me, yeah, okay, that's cool. It's Austin, but if you tell me Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard were just on a pay-per-view together, I'll watch both of those, but I know what I'm going to first.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
Like, and that's the wrestling fan, not the fan that's like, God, Stone Cold Steve Austin! It's like, yeah, but if you're a fan, you know why he's back.
Yeah. Same with Rock on SmackDown.
Oh, did he make an appearance?
Yeah.
Really?
But like,
I'm retired! I'm retired, he says 3 months ago.
You know Fox just paid him a shitload of money just to be there. And you know that's the only reason he's there, not for the love of the company or anything like that.
Yep.
You know?
And that's the thing with Punk, because I watched the interview with him. He was on Collider Live. And he did. I don't know if maybe I didn't hear it specifically, but it could have been Fox that did more of the negotiation than WWE did. But he did say, I have been in talks with WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, and he goes, I'm just looking to see what best fits me. Yeah. He goes, because if I come back, people are expecting 2011 Punk. He goes, I'm 2019 CM Punk.
Yep.
He goes, I'm just kind of looking for the right thing, and I kind of depict from that, where's the best money for the least amount of work? And not as like a slap to the face.
Right.
He's earned that. He's earned that ability to have that, what does WWE basically call it, the ironclad contract, where you basically, we're going to pay you this amount, and you kind of have run of what your schedule is, essentially, and you can't really...
Kind of like Lesnar's contract. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And Punk's earned that. Yep. I mean, he sucked at an MMA fighter, but he's earned that accolade of, let the guy kind of do what he wants with his own career now.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of these guys are trying to get out of WWE because they want to control their own. You know?
Exactly, they can't control it. Like, I do like that they have AJ Styles and Anderson and Gallows together again.
Yeah.
But it sucks that they're not the Bullet Club.
Yep.
They're the OC. The original club. Like, okay, but come on.
Yeah.
They just...
And that's the only way that Gallows and Anderson are going to get anything is to be with AJ Styles.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I get you're not going to have Matt Bloom because he's a NXT Performance Center dude. But it would just be kind of cool to see him and, like, Anderson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they had a pretty sweet run in New Japan.
Yeah.
And it'd just be like, just show backstage. Right, there you go. That'd be a cool backstage thing. Just show, Gallows, Anderson, and AJ Styles are, bullshitting in the back, and people are timid and kind of like, oh, man, that's the club. Stay away from them.
Yep.
And then show Bloom. Like, hey, Anderson, like, what the heck, man? Like, you and I go way back. Like, what are you doing?
Your buddies, where am I?
And then just show Bloom get beat up, right? Yeah. Now, that doesn't have to mean A-Train has to come back for a match. I mean, he probably could.
Yeah.
And it could be one of those pay-per-view matches. It's just a one and done, him versus Anderson.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't like that as a wrestling fan?
Yeah. And
you're doing something creative where it's like, oh, shit.
Or you could even bring Tomko in for a one-off and have Bloom and Tomko.
Who knows what Tomko's, though?
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck is he?
Yeah. But
like
it's just something you could,
You could. You have options, right.
And we're talking over a pretty good match, actually.
We are, but that's kind of the podcast. We're just kind of rambling.
No disrespect to Rio and Nyla Rose.
No.
We're just,
We're not commentators. We're not here to call the match.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to tell you it's a good match. You should watch it. That's my opinions of stuff.
And actually, if you started at the same time we did with, the commercials, you can actually watch it with us. So.
And like I said, I saw a little of this match already.
And I like that, she's using her weight against a smaller person. That it's a good psychology. That's,
Yep.
It's not. It seems like a lot of them, they just don't have the psychology anymore.
They have to go out there and do what they think needs to be done.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, the fans, this is what, not so much like that. I guess I want to say like, wow, God damn.
Oh shit.
She's like, that 12-year-old can't do that.
I think a lot of it is why the 80s and the Attitude Era stuck with you is because they were calling the matches in the ring and they were feeling the crowd more than getting
what
their
was
shit
working in the moment and playing into that instead of, well, we know a big super move out the top rope is going to work. Let's just do a bunch of stupid shit to get to that.
Yep.
And then once that gets there, then we'll do a bunch of stupid more shit after that and do another cool move.
Yep.
Opposed to, wow, this is working. Let's stay in the moment.
Yep. And like the first time they did like the Tower of Doom out of the corner with 5 different guys taking the suplex. That was cool the first time. And then you're like, oh, they're setting up for that. Like this is fucking.
You just
stupid.
see it. You see everybody. Oh, he's in the corner. Oh, he's on the top rope. Oh, here he comes staggering over to get in position this side. Oh, here comes this guy on that side.
Yep. Oh, 2 count.
It's a 2 count.
2.
2.
And that's what I like about the AEW crowd too, is they're into the match. Like they really give a shit about this company and this product. So.
Well, the only problem that this match has is the ending when the referee wins. It makes
Oh man,
that should be it, right?
That Death Valley driver was
1,
sick.
2. Nope.
Nope.
Her little tiny Chinese snow having ass just kicked out.
And it was like just a. It wasn't.
She
kicks out like Jeff Jarrett used to, just raising the arm a little bit. Yeah. Yep.
Well, my son. Well,
chicken salad.
My son is a chicken salad.
See, now Nyla Rose looks like one that should go to the top rope more than an Awesome Kong would. You know what I mean? Like, she's got that. She's big, but she's not that.
She's a cannonball with legs and arms. It was cool to see Jazz.
Oh, Jazz, yeah.
It was cool to see Jazz at their last pay-per-view.
The shaved head is a little disconcerting.
It was weird, because when they said Jazz, I was like, wow, oh, cool, because I wasn't really on the screen. And then when they showed her come out in like the black leather getup and bald, I was like, Sabu? Sabu!
Sabu's
you in the sun blackface. Too long, Sabu.
Sabu's doing blackface, that's not good.
Oh my God!
They're showing that girl again.
Yeah, don't do it!
Yeah, but see, that, like you mentioned, that guy in the front row with the green shirt. That's a motherfucker just trying to get himself over.
That's a WWE guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like company guy, but that's a guy that is exclusive to WWE shows that, like you just said, here he is right now, because you never see him at TNA shows. Never.
Yep.
Never saw those WWE guys at TNA shows.
But he knows he's going to be on national TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of these guys.
There it is!
1, 2, 3. Riho becomes the first AEW Women's Champion. And I think that's cool because a lot of people expected it to be Nyla Rose because they made her look so dominant.
Mick Foley standing in the background there. That's a good shot. Like, that's a good full arena.
Yeah. And I like that they're...
It's surprising that she is, honestly. Like, that I did see the results of this. I was honestly like, really, her? Like, she just does not look like the person that's going to be the face of the women's division.
Yeah.
Like, she looks like a transitional champion, not...
And that might be the way it is.
Probably. And, like, I'm going to use Gail Kim as a comparison as an Asian wrestler. When you look at Gail Kim, you see main eventer. Yeah. I look at this chick and I don't see that. I honestly don't.
And also it helps them in Japan too, which I understand.
Absolutely.
So. And I think when a lot of these guys like Okada and shit like that, when their contracts with New Japan come up, you'll see AEW go.
Oh yeah, pulling a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And here's this fucking guy. I don't even remember his name. Tokazawa.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know, yeah.
Ayama Tokazawa!
He's the one that fucking rubs himself down with baby oil all the time, yeah.
Looks like he could be a badass, but comes out in like a fucking leopard thong.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the indie shit that I think they need to get away from.
They need to get away from that bad.
Yeah. Like you said, Sunny Kiss and shit like that. Yep. Like they really do.
I'm here to tell you she's I'm gonna kick my ass.
Oh, Nyla Rose.
Oh.
Knocks down.
Watch this.
Tokazawa or whatever the fuck his name is.
I think that's his name. Tokazawa. Akira Kazawa. I don't have a fucking idea. Right here. This is great. Let me rest you on your dippy head and then slam.
Oh, but she still muscled him back
Yes.
up for it. That's...
When I first saw him, like, oh god, she's gonna break his neck. And then, oh, I rest you on your head and then I slam your ass. That's like one of those botch moves that you appreciate.
Yeah.
Because it could have went way worse, but it didn't.
Oh, is she gonna do the Death Valley Driver?
Look at Omega. Omega's gotta come out and beat up fucking Nyla. Look at this. Look at this shit. Because he can't get over on his own. He's gotta use the fucking women. Look at him. Oh, this is bullshit. He's beating up the fucking girl I beat up 8 years ago. The fuck is this?
You have no right to take over my storyline. What's wrong
This
with
is
you?
a hypocritical bullshit storyline. This is sexist at its best. You see Zach Morrison right there?
Yep.
In the background. Did you see him? Did you?
Yep. Yeah.
He's like, where's fucking Mario Lopez? Like, why did Kenny Omega have to come out there? Unless that truly was the girl he kicked the shit out of when she was 12.
Bring somebody else out there.
Like a woman.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, why the fuck would you bring a woman out there? That was a cool shot of the announcers.
Yeah. They definitely, their production, the way they do their stuff is really good, I think. That made the whole Triple H throne thing, that was just to get attention.
Yep.
Like, that was so unnecessary.
I feel like it would have made more sense to do that on the TV show.
Yeah.
Because, like, we've made it. Your kingdom is like, we're here to take your kingdom down.
Yeah.
Because that was so out of context, other than just, yeah, that'll look kind of badass, and that'll get me brownie points with the fans.
Yeah. Yep. The 6-man tag is up next.
That means 6 people will be in this man tag match.
It does look like, I mean, you have to kind of, to fill out the arena, you have to have the screens on the side and stuff like WWE does.
Yep.
But it just has that feeling, but a little bit different. But I think if they had gone with just the straight up lighting instead of the colors, it definitely would have. But I have not watched a single episode of Being the Elite.
No.
I don't. I mean, you can get all the info you really need if you just follow them on social media. Like, you get all.
And why
that
would
info.
you? Don't.
Especially the Young Bucks.
I just don't. I've never liked them.
Yeah. Even in TNA, like their stuff, they had good matches with like the Motor City Machine Guns.
They've just always thought they were better than they are, and they are not as good as anybody thinks they are.
Yeah.
They are not as good as anybody on this planet thinks they are. I don't give a fuck who you are. There are tag teams that surpass them far and fucking beyond.
Oh yeah.
That never got even close to a push, only because their personalities just weren't there. Maybe.
Yep.
Because stupid people will flock to stupid shit. And if you slap some bright colors on it...
Yeah, shiny objects always work.
Yep, and if anybody says any fucking thing negative about my shiny, bright thing, I'll be upset.
So then it's like Kenny Omega, like, out there, like, hyping it up like he's, excited to be there. But any other time you look like you don't even fucking care.
You should be out there looking pissed because you just came out there almost beating a woman down.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Totally. I'm really happy they brought in LAX. I think that adds so much to their tag division. These guys are so good. And like, I'm sure eventually they'll do Lucha Bros against them because you've got.
Like, I'm glad I didn't watch these guys in TNA because honestly I think it would have put a stale taste in my mouth because they are not LAX to me.
Right.
Yes, Conan was with you, but fuck him because he was not LAX later years when Hernandez and fucking Homicide really became their own.
No, he wasn't.
Like, just because you were, like, the pack leader at first, to me doesn't mean you just can... I mean, I guess he can put Mexicans together and call them the LAX.
Yeah, and
like,
it was just because you were bringing in Hispanic characters, you had to call them LAX. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. The Painmaker. He comes up with so much shit, it's like he has a notebook of a bunch of ideas and he just pulls one out every once in a while.
This'll work.
Yep. And he's not the cool heel like he was in WWE. He's trying to get the people to hate him, but he comes up with such catchy shit
that it's hard to hate him. I've never been able to hate him as a heel ever.
And he doesn't have an air of a heel. He just has an air of a cool rock star.
Right.
To me, you know.
And that's what he is.
Yeah.
Just like giving that guy the finger.
Yep. But it doesn't work as a heel to me. Like, you know,
Right.
when he does that stuff, it just doesn't.
Oh, I take from when Jericho giving that guy because I've seen him do it a couple times. Are literally people shouting obscenities at him. It's not to get over. Like,
right.
where most of them, literally, it was like the last couple of pay-per-views they had. Every other wrestler, what's his name? Oh, Christ. The Gothic guy.
Oh, Darby Allin or
No.
Jimmy Havoc?
Yes. Gives the finger, like, every match.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, I got Stone Cold Steve Austin did it because he was against authority. Giving the finger is one of those, like, oh. But giving the finger just because it's, well, this was cool.
Yeah.
That's, fuck you, that's lame, and it's going to make me look at, like, well, why didn't you just get up and punch him in the face instead of give him a finger?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not a big Jimmy Havoc fan.
And you're not a big Darby Allin fan?
I can't stand Darby Allin. That kid just... It's kind of like a rock star spud. Like, you will never be anything to me, or in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but you'll never be anything more than just a gimmick.
Yeah.
And
I think this 24/7 title hurts Rockstar Spud more than it helps him. Like, he's just going to be pigeonholed from now on as a comedy
as
act.
a joke.
Yep. I mean, Truth can get away with it because he's always been goofy. Ever since he did that heel turn with Cena, he's always been goofy, and it hasn't hurt him.
Never.
But I think
and he's got this weird relationship with Vince that everybody knows about. So, But no, yeah, I agree. Rockstar Spud, when they first brought him in, was like the little... he wasn't... Well, I guess he kind of was heelish. But he was like the manager of 205, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, the general manager, yep.
And then he became the manager to
AOP.
Authors of Pain, which he was like the little badass. Like, you didn't take him serious, but still like, alright, he's kind of looks cool because he's coming out in their gear. And now he's like, yo, I'm Drake, and this is... I'm looking for the 2-0 fucking... Just stupid. It's stupid.
Yep. And it's like, you did the hardcore title, but it's not hardcore. You know,
it's just let's laugh about it title.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching, Jesus Christ, the pay-per-views. I think it was Clash of Champions, and they showed Alexa Bliss. God, she looks sexy as that like Harley Quinn getup. Like holy Christ.
Yep.
But when she's like, "Oh, Truth is here. He's on set. It's like this just seems so staged.
Yep.
So staged.
Yeah, the hardcore title seemed random. Like yeah. Yep.
Yep. And I get you want to be funny and stuff, but
there's too much of it. Like, if it was exclusive to one brand, that'd be different.
They try to make everything funny, even serious moments,
yeah,
which kill it. You know, and that segues to the Young Bucks, and that's why I said earlier where they were given like a decent interview enough, and the one was being serious, and the other one looks at him like, I can't believe you said that, with like a goofy Jim Carrey fucking look on his face that just killed the moment.
Yeah. And of course, we had the round of
what did you need a hot tag for? You're not even doing anything.
And of course, we're going to see another dive. Yeah.
What does that do?
Yeah.
What did that do other than, I mean, showboating has always been a thing in wrestling, but that's just wasting time.
Yep. And now Kenny's going to do a dive. Like,
give me fucking Luchasaurus out here to do a dive. That guy's nuts.
He's really
Was he anybody before this?
He was in Lucha Underground, but I don't know. I never saw him before that.
Fucking crazy, man.
That's like, look at this.
Right, like you're a Power
thing.
Ranger. Right, you're getting energized, essentially.
Yep.
Oh, Moxley!
Oh, I like that. Moxley coming in.
Look at Moxley!
And he's doing the lunatic thing, but it's not like...
It feels like it works more because it doesn't feel forced.
Yeah. And I know he was a wild man when he was, before he was in WWE, so... But I think them calling them the Lunatic Fringe to begin with always soured it, to begin with.
To forcibly say, this is the deranged one.
Yep.
It's like, I don't want you to label this for me. I want to not figure it out myself, but if you would have came out when Jake Roberts was hot and said, this is the methodical, the sinister, the diabolical, the thought-provoked Jake the Snake Roberts. Well, what do I care now?
Yeah, I want to figure that out for myself.
Right.
Yep.
I want to see that through what he's doing, not through what you're telling me. And that's what makes a shitty commentator. I'm not fucking blind. You don't need to literally tell me detail for detail without actually giving me the right detail.
Yep.
That's why I miss JR's, like, legit announcing. Because he would give you every detail that mattered, not the stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's why a lot of people didn't like Joey Styles, because he would announce every fucking move.
See, I like Joey Styles because he was exciting to listen to.
Yeah, he was.
So,
but I think that's why
that.
he gets the criticism, because he would call every single move in the match.
But then I'll give him the benefit. I'm not one of those naysayers, but I would say this to someone. He was the only announcer.
Yeah.
He had to give himself the material to keep going.
Yep. But I think, and also the dynamic with him and Cyrus, once they brought Cyrus in, was really good.
Wasn't
too.
bad,
He learned how to change, to change it up too. So.
Little VIP area. Right now in the show, it's Moxley and Omega just throw down in this weird little like VIP area.
Yeah. It's like they just set up an area for
right,
him to
because
fight
it's
in,
right in the opening.
But he's bashing him pretty good into that door. That's actually, and I like that they're not doing like a split screen to show what's happening in the ring either.
And if anybody, because Dave and I say this often with WWE and the fucking Michael Bay shaky cam, if you don't understand what we mean by that, watch this show and watch Raw.
Yeah.
When the action happens,
because they're not doing any of that shit.
Oh
my god! Oh man, the dirty deeds into a glass table.
That was pretty awesome.
Coffee table, I like that.
Now you know the metal is aluminum,
right?
But still, that was pretty cool.
And for a guy that's just gotten over a staph infection,
Moxley.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, but still, it was a really cool visual. And now we're back to the actual tag match in the ring,
which is only now it's a 3-on-2 handicap match now.
And to do that live and still have the match going on, and to have that
boom,
that was badass.
The elevation he had on that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Oh, he spiked him. And that
RVD's in the back saying, "Jeez, I can't do better."
That could have went badly with that couch being behind the table too. If he had caught it,
fell back further with
neck, But
so these two LAX guys, this is Jorge and Estrada, yes? No.
No.
Paco and Ramirez. No. I'll get this. Hold on. Juventud Guerrera and the Great Muda. I'm not close, am I? I have no idea.
I think it's Sanchez and Ortiz, but I know Ortiz is right, but I could be wrong on that.
Yes. Not the people I said at all. Not Homicide or Hernandez.
And having it be 3-on-2 now is actually a really cool
dynamic.
Yeah.
Because you got the world champion. You've got the world champion, Chris Lionheart Jericho. What the fuck was that? Are you serious?
Like the Rey Mysterio dive.
But it was
he laid there.
But it was like the challenge of planking. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
He planked him for a pin. Can we watch this again?
See, no, funny stuff like that actually is,
Look at Jericho, and he's even like, yeah, that's smart.
Yep.
That is not smart. That is a stupid cover. But it got a chuckle out of me.
Yep.
So, okay.
And I like this. Moxley didn't come out to help Jericho's team.
No.
He came out just to get at Omega.
Now, how does that not go into disqualification?
Right. But then again, most of the things they used to do on the outside, they do all the time anyways, used to be a disqualification.
No, that's true. But I mean, you had a blatant guy come in and take the other guy right out of the match.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But,
But I don't know the rules of AEW. Maybe if they go over the top rope, it's a DQ in this league.
Yeah. They've never actually explained that. Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
That's Ortiz, that I do know.
Come on, Big Papi. That Ortiz? David Ortiz? The black one?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But it's an old school tag match, cutting off the guy from getting the tag and shit.
Yep.
The Young Bucks haven't done a lot of their usual shit,
which means
will
they're going to
probably change. Yeah, but
there you go. I always like those kind of moves.
And like Ortiz is selling it. He's not just,
like fucking Devon Dudley's selling it though.
Yep.
Having a seizure and he just got kicked in the teeth.
And they cutting it off so he can't make the tag. I love that shit.
Oh, Big Chupo gets slammed and he rolls through, and Big Chupa gets slammed again. What's his name?
I think it's Sanchez.
I gotta write these down.
Why? It's more fun when you don't know it.
I know, but somebody's going to be like, that guy's racist! Like, that's bullshit.
We're politically incorrect. We're not racist.
Not racist. I used to be a race car driver. You know, I mean, you people call them school buses, but they had blacks, whites, Asians, all races on that school bus. That's not an original joke of mine. I stole that from somebody, but it was appropriate for the moment. This match, you could just call it Dy-No-Mite. Dy-No-Mite, more like fucking Monday Nighter.
Yep, and now the Young Bucks are starting to do their normal shit.
Yep, the high spot.
Yep, and that's like the
Bullshit.
5th double foot stomp that's been in the fucking show.
You gotta run every angle. I hate this.
Yep, I can see why you hate it. I can.
If it's a cruiserweight match, go for it. Go for every high spot you can fucking think of. But when it is a regular, and I'm not, people could say, oh, this is a tag match. Same thing. This is a standard match. Why are you going big?
What?
Yes!
Oh, Jericho!
Code breaker, baby! Yeah!
They were going for the Meltzer driver into the code breaker.
That's
awesome.
what I like. That's why I like Jericho. Fuck yeah. Especially the Young Bucks. But, like, why are you going big? Like, and that was, like, why I wasn't...
Oh, he did the elbow off an Irish whip. I like that.
Is he going to get the pin?
Yes! I like that.
But that's why, I mean, yes, the matches between Generation Me and Motor City Machine Guns were good, but they were all high spot matches. Yep. When Beer Money and any tag team, that was a traditional tag match.
Even with the machine guns.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, and I like these LAX guys. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't see him in TNA because I think it would have put a little distaste in my mouth.
Cody running out.
Yeah, dude.
Further in that storyline. I love it. I'd like to have LAX with Jericho.
Oh shit! He's kicking the shit out of them. Where's his brother? Where's Goldie?
Right.
This guy.
He's gonna hit Cody.
And then Goldie's gotta come out because it's like they're the brotherhood. Someone's coming. Goldie. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My fucking dude right there.
They might make this like a multiple, like a 10-man tag or something at some point.
Oh. Nice. Shattered Dreams. little modified. Look at Goldie. He looks good.
Dude, he's better than he was.
Oh, yeah! This is the thing I saw. I forgot all about it. I totally forgot about this.
Dude. Oh, man.
Right?
Jake Hager. Fucking, that's sick. And he is so... we've said it before. He is so much bigger than you think.
Yeah, he is. And people are loving it, but hating it, loving it. And that's what they're calling him is Jack Hager.
Yep. I think him and Goldust could have a huge long run.
Yep.
I think that could be a great storyline. He's such a badass. Like that's
teaming with Jericho.
He was never used to his full potential. If Jericho's creating a faction, that's fucking tremendous.
Isn't this great?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, yeah, dude.
Yep.
Fucking Bellator, fucking MMA fighter. Like he's like legit too.
Yeah, and he was a legit collegiate.
Oh, I wish we could hear it right now because they're chanting, "We the people."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool though. I mean, I don't like Guevara being part of it.
I don't either. He's a fucking twerp.
But they're trying to get a younger guy over. I get that.
Yeah.
But...
You gotta make your stars. I get it. Yep. But look at him. He's huge. He's a beast.
And that's the thing is you had so many big guys in WWE, you really couldn't gauge how big he really was.
And the problem I have, though, is the announcers, they did a great job on his surprise debut, but they did not hype him up as former world champ.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah.
They totally should have. Totally should have been like, oh my god, a former world... You didn't have to say WWE.
Yeah.
But you could have said, former multi-time world champion, because he was, like, 3-time world champ.
Yep. What are they doing with the bell table in the ring? That's interesting. I'm assuming they're going to slam somebody into it, but... Oh, slapping Cody in the face.
This was one of the moments I did see the thumbnail, too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, the gut-wrench
powerbomb onto the table.
Crushes it.
Oh, shit.
Look at the way that thing just breaks like it was not supposed to.
Yeah. Fuck, man. That was a good touch, though.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a really cool touch to this show. I didn't see. I'm really glad I didn't see any of this.
It's great. This is fantastic.
And he's a good signing. Like that's a really.
That's why I was bummed they didn't say the world champion because he is. Like
he really is. I mean, if you're gonna do videos hyping that after, that's
and not
good,
even that, but don't be like WWE and not acknowledge the accolades people carry with them.
And he's a good guy for JR to get excited about too. Maybe bring some of that out of it.
Boom! Big fucking elbow to fucking Rhodes.
That's really cool. Jericho's doing so well.
Yep.
He really is. And there was a time in WWE where I just did not care about him coming back
true.
after a while. But yeah, he's one that I'm glad they've got.
And I think the cool thing about this with Jericho is he was in WCW long enough to be these new guys that they are now to realize I'm going to do this the way Hogan and them should have done this.
Yeah. Yep.
Instead of
these guys
holding us down, I'm going to be what Hogan and them should have been to me when I was in their position.
Yeah.
But
that's a great way to end the show too. And they focused on him at the end. Hager.
Like, that's the big deal. Yup.
That's awesome.
Yup. And that brings us to our conclusion of the first ever episode of AEW TNT Dy-No-Mite.
I think that was a really solid show.
It
For
is.
a debut, I thought that was really good.
I think you and I will enjoy it more when we rewatch it and have the song with it because you'll feel the emotion and what they're saying.
Yep.
But we do like doing these watch-alongs. We've only done a few of them. We've done some shitty, well, not shitty on our end, but I would like to do more of the AEW watch-alongs.
Okay.
Because I think this staying relevant with them is good for us because, honestly, I'm sick of talking about WWE.
I know. And we haven't done much of it.
And not the history of WWE because I love my Macho Mans and all my old school homies, but post 2014 shit, unless it's something like, I just don't care.
I think it would be a good idea, like you said, to go down and tell Cody we did this.
I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be a great idea.
Give him our flyer.
Yeah, I bet you he'd ask for a link.
That'd be cool.
He seems like the kind of guy who'll be like, yeah, I want to hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I would, and to really get over, because all Brown knows, I will develop a picture of Cody Rhodes and I that from a time I met him. We met him 2 or 3 times now.
Yep.
And because I get pictures autographed, by the wrestlers, get that signed. Like, yeah, we met you this time, and we're just huge fans. We're doing a podcast, and we watch your show, and, we're just kind of we're huge fans.
That'd be a great idea, yeah.
And we just want to be elite.
Yep.
This is, I enjoyed this.
Yeah, I think I didn't say they knocked it out of the park,
No.
but they didn't rely, like I said, they didn't rely on the indie shit. They really focused on, Guevara is, but they really focused on the stuff they needed to focus on for their first show.
Yep. And nothing like over the top, like ridiculous. They had the Moxley run-in.
Yep.
Where it was like a cool little backstage feud. You had, SCU do like a cool little video.
Yep. Yeah.
Just, simple.
Yep. And they're setting up, for
and
the
then
weeks
this.
to come and
Well,
stuff.
I'm pointing at but like having Jack Hager come in, like, huge.
Yeah.
And they should treat it as such.
Yep. And they didn't announce, I didn't know, I hadn't heard any rumblings that they had signed him, nothing.
No, me neither, until I saw the little thumbnail, and then when I clicked on it, it was just him. It was just the last few seconds of him standing there at the end, and you hear the crowd, "We the people, we," and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is sick."
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
But even watching it now, I had totally forgotten about it. That slipped my mind, which was cool to be able to forget about something like that.
And they toned down the Young Bucks. They did a lot of their stuff, but they didn't.
They weren't over the top.
Up. Yeah. Yep.
And how often is it that you get an ending like that on a wrestling program?
Yep.
Where the bad guys just decimated everything.
Yeah.
And they're standing there victorious. Your world champion is the villain, and he's coming out on top.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yep. It's always good to have a heel as the champion.
I don't want predictability. I don't want this show to end with Cody Rhodes and all the baby faces being like, which would be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like, we did it. Thank you, fans.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. I wanted it to be like, oh,
I want a reason to watch it.
That wasn't so. not essentially that wasn't supposed to go that way, but it's like that's not what they were hoping would have went their way.
And
so,
it intrigues me to see where they're gonna
Right.
go. You know, with him, and is he gonna be a heel? Did he do it just because? You know what I mean?
right? Is it
To
a
get himself out
one-off?
there. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they could tie in his MMA stuff and all that. You know what
Yep.
I mean? It's great.
I'm
for
excited
them.
for it.
Yeah.
To see someone like Jack Hager, because they don't have a lot of huge names,
Yep.
which is good. Because your younger bucks, I wish I didn't say it like that. Fuck them. The other kids in the class can get acknowledged while working with some big names, opposed to the big names just working everything and the young guys are thrown in with them.
Yeah.
Now to have Jack Hager in there working with that Guerrero guy, that gives him a little bit of a push because, now he's, even with LAX, they're teamed up with one current champion, but 2 former world heavyweight champions. And then I think that's awesome. And then, the 3 biggest names you have in the company that got big because of WWE, Jericho, well, I'm going to exclude Cody, but Jericho, Moxley, and Swagger now.
Yep. Yeah.
Those are your 3 biggest names.
And I like that he's not somebody that just came off of WWE TV.
Right, he's been
somebody
gone
that's been
years
Yeah, you know what I
from
mean?
now.
And still has been active, but not in the public
in the
eye
public
as much.
eyes, right.
Yeah.
He's
That's
been
really
more
smart.
in the MMA world.
Yeah.
So to see that, it's like, wow, that's like okay, that's a bit of a
Yeah.
shock because I would have thought if he came back to wrestling at all, he'd be back to WWE.
But they've got a good financial backer, so a lot
cool.
of these guys, and I know they let their guys do indie dates, so it's I think they're doing it very well. They're being smart about it.
Well, like I said, even like November 23rd at Heroes Hideout, they're doing Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes. I mean, how often does WWE let Triple H go do signings?
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I don't give a shit at any point in any whatever CEO title Cody has. I don't know what a vice president, I don't know, whatever it is. Nobody in any other WWE company's doing that from their position and going and doing a signing autograph for $60.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, and this guy's going to be in a 3-piece fucking full... Actually,
Yeah.
he's going to be in like a 16-piece suit.
Yep.
He always dresses to the gill, but it's one of the nicest fucking guys ever.
If there wasn't so many people, he would have stood there and talked.
He really would have.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I asked him personal questions, like not personal, but like what the hell ever happened to Ted DiBiase?
Yep.
And he didn't give me too much, but just he's doing his own thing, and we had good times, blah blah blah. Works for me.
Yep.
Something simple, and I know people could be like, well, why wouldn't you answer that? Stranger things have happened, man. Wrestlers will blow you off just to ask him for an autograph, let alone ask him a question.
Yeah.
So, but one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. And there was a lot of people waiting in line, and he was just happy to, talk to you and stuff. And
we got to see him. I think we saw all 3 of his 3 matches with Angle.
Yeah, the cage match.
Because it was the best of 3, wasn't it? Or
they
something?
had one over here, and then one in England, and then we saw the last one.
Right. We saw 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did see 2 of them.
We did see 2 of them. Because Angle lost the very last one.
Yep.
And we were just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what? But, cool dude. So if we do get to meet him again or go down and get that opportunity, we're definitely going to hopefully try to advertise the show.
Maybe get a picture of him holding up the flyer, post it on Facebook and
Right.
Twitter and shit.
Yep, that'd be pretty.
He does seem like the kind of guy that would do that.
That'd be pretty sweet. And that would be a cool group photo that you and I could get in with him.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, could you, like you said, hold up the picture? It's $100 for a combo for both of them.
Yeah, for both of them, yeah.
Why would you not do that?
Yep.
Get all 4 of us in the picture together.
Yeah.
I think, and have Brandy pointing at the little flyer, have Cody holding it up, you and I pointing at it or something.
Yeah.
Standing there elite but.
Or we could even get. I was gonna say, because have you had autographs by them or?
Yeah.
We could get something autographed. By
I don't
them
think I
as
got
part
one
of-
from Brandy, but now I would because it just makes more sense with the money.
We could get something signed by Cody and give it away, or do something at a con and give it away. You know what I mean?
Hey, fucking people participate more.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you guys could get free stuff. I have a virtual reality headset that goes to a Samsung, any pretty much phone right now that has a bunch of games on it and shit. And I was gonna have it as a thing that people could, hey, if you give us more topics to talk about, but people don't fucking want to do that.
Well, hopefully, once we make our new announcement, more people will be listening to us.
And I gotta say, I've got a couple of friends that listen, and they bitch about the length of it, or they bitch about why isn't it posted yet. Things take time.
We have lives.
Things take time. They get posted when they get posted. If you don't like it's only on YouTube right now. I only listen to it in my car. Okay, play it on YouTube in your fucking car and listen to it.
Yep.
No one says you need to watch it. YouTube videos stop and go where you stop and go with them.
Yep.
So, I love my friends. You guys are great, but I'm done with the bitching about. Can you make it easier? Can you make it like this? Well, no, because this is for people to listen to, but this is for us, and we're not the best at this.
And I do try to get them up weekly,
right.
So we have one every week, and it just it does take time to do these things, and
right.
It's not like I can just throw it up there whenever I feel like it.
Right.
We do appreciate that you're listening and watching.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
But on that same note, because I'm a stickler for this. If you're going to comment, then comment when we ask you to as well.
Yeah.
Give us more feedback then. Not just what you want for you. Help us help everyone.
Yeah. Because we like ideas. We
right.
want, we do want to.
We get stuck in our own heads and think this will work. This is ours. This is fine. But we can't just change shit for the sakes of the benefit of our viewers.
And like
unfortunately.
the guy you talked about that messaged me, I like the idea of doing an old Raw episode. I think that's
hell yeah. Give us more
Yep.
Let us know what you guys want to watch. But when it comes to being, can you do it so it's easier for me to access? Hey. This is the flyer. These are all the social media apps we just got. We'll do a video, but we'll throw it in there now. We're on iTunes and
Apple Podcasts.
We're going to do a video like we do anyways.
Yep.
But with that notion, that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. But, yeah. So, I guess does that conclude?
Yeah, I'd say we're done pretty good.
All right,
it's been a pretty full episode.
Before we say goodbye, I just want to say we normally do our both episodes in one day.
Right.
But we are doing the Wrestling Ring, the special Wrestling Ring AEW episode now. And not that it matters what day we record these on, but it's Sunday now. But Wednesday of this upcoming week, we'll be recording our Comic Shop episode, and it will be not a special, but it'll be a special movie review. I'm going to see the movie The Joker tomorrow. Right, tomorrow's Monday.
I'll be seeing it on Tuesday.
And he'll be seeing it on Tuesday, and I will be seeing it with a friend of mine that's been wanting to come on the podcast for a while. It just hasn't fit his schedule. So with it being us doing it on Wednesday, it works for you, it works for me, it works for him.
Sweet. More guests, I like it.
Yeah, and he's never been on. I gave him a shout out. It was his birthday a couple weeks ago. I gave him a shout out. Parker. Got to come up with a nickname. Yeah, puss.
I know Parker. I've met him a couple times, I think.
Yeah, he was here at the cookout I had. Other than that, that's pretty much it. We got a couple things coming up, videos, ideas, and stuff. But other than that, that'll be the next Comic Shop episode with me.
Yeah.
And then we're still planning on doing the Halloween special, which
Yeah.
I very much look forward to. And all of October, I watch horror movies or scary-esque stuff. I'm going to go more in depth with it when we do the Comic Shop. I kind of give my rundown of what I've done, but that's pretty much it.
All right.
For that.
So, other than that, I mean, this has been a great episode.
This has been a very good episode.
Yeah.
So
definitely have to do more AEW.
Yeah, because AEW is good shit. And are you done? Are you?
I'm Deadly Dave, and this apparently is.
What'll be a good name? If I can get my mustache. Ace Hogan, brother! And what you gonna do when the CWP runs wild on you? Ah!